Hello, I'm Luke Velasquez. I am going to my senior year, and currently this summer I am in Virginia Beach for my internship, a company called Hoffman & Hoffman, manufacturer's representative for HVAC, commercial, industrial, awesome, good stuff. But I've grown up in Blacksburg, Virginia, around the mountains, love the mountains, and I think that forms the way that I think about things. So just like landscapes and places in general, and what makes something feel good. But I'm interested in the infrastructure and the feel good aspects of it too. The technicals there, but I'm really into how stuff feels outside of work and school. I'm really into golf, soccer, anything outdoors. I mean, if you can think it's outdoors, that's me. So what interests me about this class is, as I was saying, the feel good aspects. So what makes a city feel good? What makes it nice to live and work in them? A city that feeling comes from transportation, design, public space. Read from some notes here I took. Nature and the way that people interact with the city every single day, the way you go through it, your walk, your bike. I want it to be walkable and bikeable to work. Lots of greenery, public spaces. I want parks that people are interacting with the other citizens with. They're not just kind of existing in a city. I want everyone to be together. So what I'm hoping to gain from this class is a better understanding of what makes a city feel welcoming. Why does a city feel warm? Why are some people like, yeah, that's my city. Oh, I went there and it's just, I don't ever want to leave. What are those it factors that make people feel that way? And I also want to get better at thinking about cities from a more structured way, especially how transportation, nature, architecture, and culture can all work together to give you that it factor. So my experience with cities is pretty limited in general. I've never really lived in a city for an extended period of time. Last summer I was in Richmond for my internship, so I spent a decent amount of time there. But I visited Portland, DC, Charlotte, Atlanta, Munich in Germany. I'm going to Toronto at the end of the month, so I can update my thoughts after that. I've heard it's a underground walking city, which is kind of a crazy concept. Nashville was one of the cooler cities I've been to. I feel like I resonated with it pretty well. And then Charleston and Raleigh. Nowhere crazy, not like the New York, San Francisco, LA, none of that. I've driven by, things like that, but never really spent time and visited. But when I was in Richmond, I didn't feel like this I own my city vibe. I kind of felt like the city was something that people had to deal with and pass through and go through to get to the next thing. The city did not feel loved by its own people, and it just didn't seem like people really took advantage of the city itself. I mean, I biked around everywhere I could in the city, but even still, it was just I didn't know what I was biking by. I didn't know if people lived there, if these were businesses. There was no really hometown feel other than the outside districts of the city where it could have more of that feel, but maybe that's the point of it. You go into the city to work and you come out to the outskirts, and that's kind of where people vibe. You find more of your culture, these little cohorts around. Group work, great, no problem. I'm out here in my internship this summer and don't have a lot of time, so preferably I would like to do tasks on my own and just knock them out. With all due respect, yes, I do pay for this class, but I kind of just need to get it done so I can prove myself in this internship, which matters way more to me, and hopefully get hired full time. After work, it's just full focused on making food, going to bed. But anyways, getting into my 2046 city scenario, I am thinking about Asheville, North Carolina, because I want that implement of the mountains, and I want the mountains are like a warm hug. I'm a mountain guy, mountain boy at heart, forever and always will be. I realize every time I drive back from Virginia Beach or anywhere, Richmond, come back to Blacksburg, that drive, man, it's just it happens. I fall in love with the mountains all over again every time. But Asheville has that feeling of mountains in the background. When I was at Blacksburg High School, I'd be looking out the classroom windows and there's just mountains kind of lying around us, and I love that. I think that would probably a lot of other people would resonate with that. People would move to my city. So I want to have that mountain feel kind of bleed into the city. I don't want to touch the mountains. I want to keep the nature in place and intact, but I want it to kind of feel like it's bleeding into the city. Lots of greenery and green spaces and parks and stuff. That's kind of my vision for now, while still being transportable walkable, bikeable. I'll build on that more as I learn more about these cities through the class, and hopefully we build something awesome at the end.